It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're underway in prime time on Thursday Night Football. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing on their first play. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. Into the red zone. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. That's a good find from the Alabama rookie, and that'll give him a new set of downs. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. He's in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. The Seahawks calling for a timeout, so they're 1st and 3. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. 35 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw by Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. They get 37 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. From the gun is Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Purdy going to go on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Julian Blackman. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Trap 60,
At the
trap 60.
33-yard line.
Check go.
Here's 2nd and 7. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Julian Blackman. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This will be caught by Cooper. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Into the hands of Kittle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, McCaffrey. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check go.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the 38. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll try to attack this deficit, starting with 1st and 10. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's dropping back to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Putting a receiver in motion. Purdy on 1st down. Avoid some trouble there. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's a 49er first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
He's got the hook up to Watkins. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Purdy. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's on the move. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jair Brown has it. And he makes the Hucks go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Rookie quarterback Gronk threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at App State, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set, go.
Here's Walker running right. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 5. Gets everything he has under this throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks driving ahead. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun here. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To throw it on 1st down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
He connects with his back deep down the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
19 tight, 19 tight, tight.
Throwing now from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's going to let this go deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. That's Julian Blackmon. And the 49ers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Buys time, rolling right. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. 2nd and 3. Escapes the pocket. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Purdy throwing here on first. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Trying again following the sack. He throws a bullet deep to the... Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the set.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Watkins, the motion man here. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
One last play before the break.
Riggs.
One final shot before halftime. This one falls incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Purdy setting up that play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's off to the races. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Watkins, the motion man here. This throw is caught. Touchdown, San Francisco. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touch.
Yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Running back sent in motion. Trying for the deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks start the second half with some needed points. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. They read that screen perfectly. Interception. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down throw by Purdy. This is Cooper working the left side. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And now it's McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Now they send their back in motion right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun is Purdy. He's going to push one deep down there. He's got it inside the 10. He has the San Francisco touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Forced out to his right. And the 49ers get there and take him down. big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They get 28 out of that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. They'll try and throw it here. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Let's go. Ready?
This is Walker on second. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working quickly here.
17 yards. That's another Seahawks.
Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. Escapes the sack. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be third down. Looking to the air here. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to...
They connect on the deep shot. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And the Seahawks pick it up.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Offense to the line for second down.
Seven Pirates.
Another try following the sack. On the move, headed right. He's running with it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Buys time, rolling right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
These fourth down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1. They stick with McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Play action now with Purdy. Bails out of the pocket quick. Got Hughes check, and it's complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Watkins, the motion man here. Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, San Francisco. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And they pick him off again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Defense getting in on the Farm Bronc with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers continue adding on to that lead.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready? Hey, smash Bronco. Go.
Getting right back to it after that interception. He's trying to push the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Pass play now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Looking for a throw here. Getting out to his left. Now he fires it deep down the near sideline. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He's got it! It's a Seattle touchdown! Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. It's taken in by Juszczyk. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Jake Moody out for the 49ers field goal try. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. But new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. I think the Seahawks got that one back. Yes, they did! All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, Had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was two things, Cade. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
And they pick him off again. That's Diamador Lenore.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Let's go.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock. And unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know, as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance. When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. He's throwing for it. Flushed out of the pocket. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
I think the Seahawks got that one back. Yes, they did. Well, still a risky call, but a little less so than normal given that field position. Wonder if that emboldened them to try it, partner, and in turn get the ball back successfully.
I think that's exactly what it did. Easier to stomach an onside attempt, to take that kind of risk with that field position. That penalty, boy, did it prove costlier than just the yardage. It ends up costing them a chance to possess the ball, too. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
To throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready? Warrior 70. Ready?
One final shot here. Need this to force overtime. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots at the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently.